gonna sound weird, but one day, Bakugan video games started falling from the sky, coming down like rain. So what better way to celebrate this hurting extravaganza by playing and viewing every single one of these games. And you already know I'm excited for it. Bakugan is an anime series based on toys that follows the adventures of Dan, who engages in these thrilling battles via these magnetic glorified marbles that, once you place down this magnetic card, boom! Turn into these motherfricking cool beasts. And I want you to enjoy the thrill of having beasts Vestroia shudder! No, my adorable mascot Timmy the Taco. I'm talking wham, bam. Let's freaking do this. The first Bakugan game is Bakugan Battle Brawlers by now Production and Activision on pretty much every 2000s console you can think of. This makes sense because, based on how the game is played, there are a whole variety of options to control the Bakugan in this game. You see, the gameplay in this game is very similar to the games the Bakugan Toys offers. You pretty much are in this turn-based system. You have to throw one of your Bakugan into a card. Once you and an opposing Bakugan lands on it, expect a fight to the death. If fighting isn't your thing, you can also wimp out and have two of your personal Bakugan land on it to get the card without fighting. Well, no matter what lame method you use, as long as you collect 3 of these cards, you win, and you'll want to do that, as this game has you following a tournament-based story mode that, once you win, allows you to move on to the next round of the tournament. Can't be debated to move on. Don't worry, there are a couple of options to straighten yourself up for the next round. There is My Room, which allows you to change your look to scare your opposing baddies next round, as well as get information on special shots, get tips from your favorite Bakugan characters via a Zoom meeting, check your ranking, and organizing your Bakugan and cards and naming your team. That's right, mofos, feel the wrath up. Want to straighten your sassy squad? Go to the park. The park allows you to practice battling against previous opponents in preparation for upcoming tournaments, not only allowing you to get money and experience points for completing these battles, but introducing you to the variety of battling modes in this game, to which there are 3 in total. There are the typical one-on-one fights, a tag team mode that allows for 2v2 fights, and what I call chaos mode is 4, with 1v1v1v1 fights. All these modes pretty much follow the same battling format. In fact, chaos mode is 4 has you does waiting more between each move, making it a bit more slow paced, but still, chaos mode is 4. Woohoo! With the money you earn in these battles, you can build a sassy squad however you want via the shop, which allows you to not only use that Murloc you get via playing these battles to buy powerful Bakugan, but also get this, allows you to buy a whole bunch of cards to help straighten you in battle. And you're gonna want to get in on the card action. See this G-Power meter? That's how much power your Bakugan has. Whoever has the most G-Power at the end of each battle wins. So, what these cards pretty much do is give you buffs and or debuffs depending on what the card is, ranging from cards that increase only your Bakugan types to cards that will sabotage and distort the screen for other players. I'm supposed to be the cute one, not them! Being cute and quirky with cards aren't the only way to increase your G-Power, but also, well, the stages themselves. You see, you aren't just controlling and defying gravity fixes with your Bakugan to collect these cards, but you're also collecting cards and a G-point scatter there as well. Whoa, I can collect glorified coins? Whoa. Bakugan Brawl! yeah, be careful recreating these awesome and quirky contraptions these stages have though, as there are obstacles that could decrease your G power. You could run out your movement meter, and there's a slight risk of bypassing the invisible walls and having your Bakugan switch into the endless abyss. Needless to say, try to collect G-powers and cards at your own risk. Thankfully, the battle mode itself gives you one final opportunity to collect G-power via during the battles themselves. And there are 3 of these battle modes. Shooting battle has you trying to shoot your type's Bakugan icon. Timing battle has you timing whatever is shown on the screen. And power button has you moving the joystick remote up and down as fast as possible. This is now the time for the motherfrickin' twist of the century. This is the motherfucking twist of the century. Get this, out of all the different versions this game came with, the Wii version just reigns supreme to me. And it's not due to growing up with one. I'm an enjoying the present moment type of guy, not a my first console was better type of guy. But rather, due to the quirky and really fun motion control mechanics they introduced into this game, it made it from a really well done game that enhances the toy experience to one of my personal favorite anime games of all time. So, what do the motion controls offer for this game? For one, the battles themselves are just more immersive. Just the fact that you can tilt the remote to control your Bakugan and playing these battle minigames via following the motion on the screen instead of moving the joystick makes this much more fun. And ooh, they let you do this thing where you can aim and grab the Bakugan via pressing the aim B button, selecting how you throw, then wham, shaking the remote to throw. Hey girl, I love you this much. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Motion controls can still be a frustrating gimmick at times, but it never annoyed me enough to the point where I had to play another version of this game. And in a sense, the unpredictability that motion controls offers makes what is otherwise a kid's game into something very thrilling and action-packed. But man, after hours of immersing myself in this world, from the free exploration your Bakugan can do to the addictive motion controls, this game just has that charm that allows you to be satisfied while playing this game. It's moments like these is the reason why I love anime games so much, and I'm just happy to share it with you all. No, I mean battering, like boom, bam, pow, hiya! You're going down, mofo. That's right, get wrecked. Oh yeah, Eric Slam. Hopefully, Bakugan Battle Brawlers Battle Trainer by Magic Pockets and Activision on the Nintendo DS will trigger me. Well, this game is different from the last game, that's for sure. You could tell this game takes heavy inspiration from various pet simulator games the DS was known for, because, well, this game pretty much is one. See this mental power meter? Your goal is to maximize it to the top via caring for your Bakugan, and you can do that by doing one of 3 different methods to try to keep your meter on where the points are. You can do this by using your DS stylus to poke your Bakugan to toy with it, swiping the DS stylus to pet it, or, well, blowing on it.
I will destroy all of mankind, and nothing can stop me.
And if blowing your bestie doesn't sound pleasing to you, there's more miscellaneous stuff like doing trivia questions and charging them up into their attribute zone as well. No matter what you do though, your mental power meter doesn't take too much work to fill up, because during the events that will drain your mental power meter will take much longer. There are 5 events you can do to drain a meter, with each one leveling up an attribute of your Bakugan. There's Dexterity, which involves you bumping and boinging your way through a maze. Defense, which is pretty much blocking balls. Attack is just a basic tap to D before it goes bye-bye. Speed has you dodging obstacles. And my personal favorite, Intelligence, is... well, more like Tetris. Wait, I'm impressing with my intelligence skills. Anyway, We're caring and taking the time to get to know our Bakugan one by one, being there during the most toughest and most beloved moments, and inspiring them to be the best Bakugan they can be. And, well, why do we do this all? Well, it's so we can... Captain Battle to the death! Plot twist! This was secretly Motherfrickin' JRPG game all along! And... well, that's interesting to say the least. You pretty much are in these 3v3 battling formats where your goal is to... well, have more points than your opposing Bakugan by the end of the round, with the only way you can increase your points in battle being these circular action thingies that both you and the opposing fighter has. And since you can use multiple of these per round, prepare for a lot of voice actors trying to awkwardly voice act Bakugan going Super Saiyan. Man, this auto-reaching and battling, it's so lame! Ooh, can't handle my awesome muscular and ladies man charm. That's right, I'm awesome, I'm sassy. Me type advantage is so powerful in this game! Okay, just like the last game, there are type advantages, but instead of the type advantages just causing you to get less points in battle, they completely made it overpowered enough to where, well, the mere sight of your weak type causes this to happen. Like, imagine in Pokemon, IDK, Motherfrickin' Pikachu, an electric type weak ground type Pokemon, saw a piece of dirt and committed with blasting off and get into the grave, then die again because the grave is in the ground. Well, that's what he did here. Let's apply that theory to other games, shall we? Sonic sees water, dead. Mario sees Turtle, dead. Timmy the Taco sees Taco Bell. Anyway, as you can imagine, this twisted gameplay kind of forces you to train a whole variety of different Bakugan types, to which, besides the change of color and the different stages for the dexterity portion, there really is no difference in how each Bakugan type is trained. And you can get a variety of different Bakugan types by completing this game exclusive story, where involves you playing as Dan, going to the Dark Star because, oh no, there's this evil baddie named Vector that stole all the Bakugan on Earth, and we need to get them back. What do you have to say about this, Dan? Anything else? This a wee? Bip bip. This a wee? Bip bip. Anyway, don't get too used to these inspiring quotes from Dan, as the story mode will only take around 2 to 3 hours to complete. This is honestly a really good thing, as, like I said, there really isn't much variety here. And that's what this game is in a nutshell. It's just a short, simple, and sweet DS game that has that pet simulator charm that may or may not slightly make me scared that another pet sim out there will suddenly make my beloved pets fight to the death. Stay back, Devil Speed! Hopefully in this game, Bakugan Defenders of the Core by Now Production, Sega, and Activision on multiple consoles won't scar me. I'm sure it won't. I can handle a kid's game.
Are you sure?
Hmm?
You have fought your last battle, Brawlers. Drago and Elfin are now mine. Behold, the power of the Vexos Crystal!
Ooh, a weaker diamond? I'm so square.
Ah! I can't move!
Oh no, I can't move in this situation. How unfortunate!
These crystals have a very potent effect. They take away the ability to brawl. Soon all Bakugan will be ours.
Screw you! So yeah, these mofos called the Vexos are trying to rule the world via collecting every Bakugan and ensuring no one can battle them. Thankfully, our main character, me, was conveniently away from a distance watching this unfold, and we decided to stop them by, well, just running into the situation ourselves. This leads us to the motherfucking gameplay. Each level has these 8 big segments, making you head towards the Vexos crystals to stop it. Be warned though, defectives aren't going to let you there easily. You are constantly dealing with whatever weird security system they put in place to stop you. Take these security cameras and guards you need to avoid or distract via dodging them or throwing our Bakugan at them, which makes them malfunction and lead them into the abyss. And in later levels, it starts introducing some weirder mechanics, like us needing these goggles to see invisible lasers to whiz, gee whiz, I wonder where they are. And my personal favorite mechanic, going invisible. Be warned though, these two mechanics have a time limit, though thanks to the conveniently placed charging stations, I'm sure you'll be fine. But let's say, oh no, you get caught. Well, normally it would be game over, right? Wrong. Throughout the levels in this game, you can find a whole bunch of these Vestroia passes, which, if you have one when caught, they pretty much are like, well played. I'll catch you this time. To which I absolutely love. Sassy Squad, out! Other than that though, that's all there is to this portion of the gameplay. The game heavily implies you need to talk to the various people throughout this game to know where to go. But based on my experience with them, they just complain about the most mundane things while IDK, World War III is happening right in front of their eyes. Gee whiz, can't go to work. Look around you. The fact you still want to work. Gosh darn it, this worth calling me. Shoot me more. I said shoot me more! As mentally amusing it is to talk to these town folks, doing so allows you to get various collectibles such as statues of Bakugan, core energy, which are just glorified coins, and another set of cards, ability cards. Which transitions us to Plot Twist, the other part of the gameplay, the battle mode. What, you thought this Motherfricka was the only thing we needed to bypass to save the world? Wrong! You gotta fight a ton of Bakugan as well in this 3D action fighter-like sessions, allowing you to do the typical 3D fighting things like dash, punch, kick, block, and special attack your way to victory. And ooh, did I mention there's a complex combo system? Which, I don't know about you, seeing Bakugan doing punching combos like this is quite humorous. It's not just combos. Remember the ability cards I mentioned? Well, they act as ultimate moves in this game, giving perks like having to temporarily shield around or, my personal favorite, having to Bakugan wham into the opposing fighter to go off. I still can't get over the fact that Bakugan can do this. And if you think that is crazy, just wait until you hear about... Hey, I know I'm always down for being on an adventure, but what the frick, okay? How do I explain this? So, there are parts in this game which not only are you trying to destroy the crystal or Bakugan, but also try to protect landmarks as well. Sometimes it's kinda hard due to there being multiple enemies to deal with at once. Which is where this comes into the picture. This is a hologram, and these bad boys are structures you can place down before the battle to distract the Bakugan from, well, attacking you or the structure. Bonus points if you place down a hologram that's weak against your type. It will be much harder for them to defeat it. Why do you think our skillless main character has a mental breakdown whenever he sees a waterfall? Thankfully, there are upgrades as well you can purchase with the core energy you get throughout this game. But other than that, between the battling, avoiding the baddies, and...
But how can I rebuild the landmarks? Any ideas, Dan?
Say what, Mr. Crazy Pants? You're talking to thin air!
So bad it's good cutscenes. It's a solid 3 to 4 hour story mode that's kinda charming. But you're here for the epic Bakugan battling. So let's talk about the battle modes. The game offers 3 assigned modes to play with you or your friends. Duels having you do some classic one-on-one battling, with the last man standing winning. Free for All has 4 Bakugan battling out to see who can get the most hits before the time runs out. And wait until you hear about my favorite, Destruction Battle. This mode has you racing against another Bakugan to get to a building or crystal first and destroying it. Whoever destroys the most buildings by the end of the time limit wins. I love this mode. There's just something so satisfying about going from building to building and wham, demolishing it. I don't care what regardless I get put on. I like making buildings go boom boom. Bleep, blow. Necessary evil aside, this game again just captures why I love Bakugan. There's a fun adventure to explore filled with a ton of intense battlings and competition that just makes you want to live in the moment. So dear game, Baku, congratulations! It's just not epic.
So you're the idiot that's ignoring the emergency warnings of random games falling from the sky.
Konnichiwa Motherfricka, EricDoesEverything.
I like you already. So what do you think of these games so far?
Oh, great. I was actually just about to play Bakugan Rise of the Resistance by Activision on Nintendo DS. And as much as I like that, the real battling, there are just times where you just gotta enjoy life. And this game is a great example of this. Just like the last game, you are pinned to this linear level-based structure following whatever task the game exclusive story tells you to do, with 6 different areas to explore, 30 different missions, and 6 different characters to find and play throughout each level. And you're gonna want to switch between these characters. Each character has some quirky and unique mechanic that can interact with these levels. Dan can start forest fires to create new paths, Nimbus can destroy the War of Darkus, and Maricho, lovable nerd character in this game, can walk on water like Motherfricka Jesus. Dear Jesus, please allow me to continue using my senses to love the world some more.
Actually, according to my calculations,
Jesus!
maybe instead of partying and flirting with girls every couple of seconds, use your live in the moment philosophy to actually do something meaningful with your life.
With these godlike abilities, you can not only progress with the story, but find these cards called gate cards. You can also find coins here as well that you can spend on the shop, which only, well, sells skate cards. Based on the card descriptions, it pretty much only does basic stuff against specific enemies, like 10% enemy decreases, which must mean the battering portions in this game are going to be so intense. Alright, why are we collecting DNA? To make ourselves powerful? Are we pluck a plate or what? So, let me get this straight. Instead of battling the Bakugan myself, I have to place down these clones of myself to do the battling for me. If you're not gonna let me battle you, I'll battle you, Motherfricka. Jimmy, go! That's right, it's Motherfrickin' Tower Defense time! Each battle has you protecting these replicator thingies from an onslaught of enemies, and it's up to you to collect DNA to create the clones using the DNA in order to stop them. And I may or may not have jumped the gun too early, as you can actually fight as well. Yeah, you're not just placing down these mofos, but you actually have an attack button as well. In fact, just like how each person in the overworld has a unique gimmick, each Bakugan does as well. Elfin is fast and can perform weak lawn attacks. Cordem is slow but got strong attacks. Drago can breathe a constant stream of fire. And Baron can summon spotlights. Dang, all Bakugan must be introverts then. Want to elaborate? Yeah, as cool as deadly spotlights are, you aren't winning with it. Thankfully, regardless of what character you play, you can place down whatever clone you like, with some clones being more attack-based, some more defense-based, and some only assist to give other Bakugan buffs like shooting faster. It's kinda like having your own personal cheerleader. I love it! Cheerleaders aren't your type? There are other ways to straighten your clones as well. Like leveling up, which you pretty much get from defeating the baddies. It's pretty basic and automatic. Just use as less DNA as possible and you'll have more than enough to level up. Though, considering the fact that removing baddies gives you some of this DNA back, and there's an awkwardly long period of time between the victory screen and level up screen, and the game allows you to move during this period. and you'll want to commit cash fraud to level up, as leveling up adds a new element of strategy. You get the option to upgrade your clones to whatever level your character is, with each upgrade making the clone much more powerful. But it is at the cost of more DNA, so what will you do? Have a few powerful clones, or a ton of low-level clones? Well, whatever you do, it's going to be a fun time. You know, going into the Bakugan games, I was expecting thrilling, epic, action-packed awesomeness, but I'm glad a game like this came along and put me in my place. It's more slow-paced. I mean, some of these battles can be over 20 minutes. But hey, it made me realize maybe there's more to Bakugan than the thrilling battles it offers. There's this sense of adventure and taking the time to care for your Bakugan that you can appreciate as well.
Who caring like this?
No! No, 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 no!
I just wanted to share the beauty of Bakugan cuddling. Why do you think I spawned these games into this world?
I retract everything. Bakugan Battle, not color. I'll show them all. I'll find a Bakugan game so bad I'll never see a picture of Bakugan coloring again. The next Bakugan game is Bakugan Champions of Vestroia on the Nintendo Switch by WayForward. Bakugan doesn't know what purple is! Okay, so it all started all the way back with the first game during the character look change thingy. They didn't have an option for purple hair, so I had to go with white hair, which bothers me because my hair isn't white, it's purple! How am I supposed to impress girls with my whiteness? Double whiteness! Anyway, okay, they just forgot purple. It happens. Flash forward to this game where, once I got past this part, and did some sassy customization stuff, boom, we get to the hair color. They have purple! That ain't purple, that's granite gray.
So I threw it on advantage. 80 charge.
And everyone was doing the same when this got announced. You see, this game perhaps has one of the most controversial anime game reveals in history. It all started when Nintendo tweeted, "Hey, for our Nintendo Treehouse, a live stream event by Nintendo that showcases upcoming games, we not only are giving you a first-time exclusive look on a new Paper Mario game, but this secret first-time reveal of a game based off a franchise new to WayForward." As you can imagine, this got people pretty excited. Oh boy, are WayForward, the beloved brand who made Shantae and remade DuckTales, tackling the Mario franchise, Zelda, Link's crossbow training, too? Nintendo tried settling people down by treating LOL third-party property, not one of our properties, but it was too late. Hype was at an all-time high. So, people turned on the Nintendo Treehouse and... Motherfrickin' Bakugan, but I want a Pokemon. You ruined my day, Nintendo. But wait, maybe instead of complaining that it's not Pokemon or something like that, maybe we should give Bakugan a fair chance. Who knows? Maybe it might be better than Pokemon. So let's check out the rest of the trailer, shall we?
In all, you'll collect over 80 Bakugan, plus 200 special ability types and upgrades to help you and your Bakugan become champions. Did I mention 80 Bakugan? Actually, it's 81, because we listened to our fans.
So I threw it on advantage. 81 charge.
Alright. I've been told to give every adventure a fair shot, so let's frickin' do this. Exploration-wise, this is an interesting mixture of the exploration portions from the last two games. You are following a main story mode that's divided into 8 different sessions, and there being a ton of quirky and unique townfolks you can talk to as well. Unlike the previous games, the townfolks here are more than just glorified chests. Talking to these townfolks unlocks a ton of side quests to embark onto this game. Some of them involve battling that is the core focus of this game after all. But there are others like closing pipelets scattered throughout the map to save the environment, handing out posters to promote a tournament, and playing tag with the Playground Kids and... stealing their shoes? Want to wear them? You can thanks to the much improved Bakugan customization in this game. I mean, look how happy I am. I stole this from a kid! And hey, if side quests aren't your thing, throughout this game, you get a ton of Baku coins from battling or finding them in the weirdest of places. No matter where you get these coins, you can spend them in the various shops in this game that offers cool hairstyles, colors, and a whole variety of clothes like... They did it! Bakugan finally knows what the color purple is! Yeah, main story mode in this game is admittedly charming as well. One of my favorite main story events was having to sneak past a bunch of questionable guards in order to sneak into a building. But Gaps, we need a key card! This is where Terrence the security guard comes in. He's depressed, so after bribing him with a flower and lemonade... key card please. Okay, one last thing. And speaking of brutally game being enough, let's talk about the battling. About time! What epic battling things are we going to do with the Bakugan this time? We're collecting tiles on the ground. We're collecting tiles on the ground and throwing them to our Bakugan so they can do, whatever the frick they're doing here. Wanna know what I think about this? Okay, so why are we doing this? Well, doing this allows the Bakugan to get energy, get enough energy, and you can perform a move. The moves range from basic attacks, moves that will give your Bakugan type an advantage, and defensive moves. And just like with the costumes, there's a ton of customization here as well. That's right, the Baku abilities, yes, that's what these things are called, aren't limited to a Bakugan, but rather a type. Every Bakugan can use every Baku ability provided A, the move matches their type color, and B, you actually have the Baku ability in the first place, to which there are shops and side quests you can do to get them. Meet these two requirements and congratulations! Every single Bakugan can use Cupopolis.
Have my babies! Have my babies! Have my babies! Have my babies! Have my babies!
No matter what move you decide to use, just know that the more powerful the move, the more energy it takes, causing for there to be an element of strategy in this game besides obvious stuff like, ooh, water Bakugan beat fire Bakugan. In fact, everything is strategy oriented in this game. Yes, even the title collecting. Introducing brawler abilities. When equipped, they give you an advantage, such as being able to run faster than your opposing baddie, allowing you to skip the picking up animation when collecting the titles, and my personal favorite, there's a repulse spell that makes the opposing fighter faint when you get near them. That was my favorite one. Because woman will fall for me no matter what. And if you thought the strategy is over from there, just wait until you hear about evolving. Yeah, Bakugan can evolve in this game, which not only allows you to get access to stronger variants of previous moves and all new moves in general, but you also get this. You get an all new barrier that allows the Bakugan to be protected from moves from their biggest type disadvantage. Which means, say it with me folks, more strategy! Not only does this completely shift everything you knew about Bakugan types, but bring new orange titles that make your border stronger, but it does come at the risk of wasting time not collecting energy. They added more strategy by adding more strategy! And I can go on and on with examples about this, and that's what makes the game so interesting. You can easily pick apart a gameplay element and be like, LOL, boring and lazy. I'm only picking titles. But if you give this adventure a fair shot, you start to realize, hey, they are incorporating all these little cheesy sensory experiences and making them connect in just a fun and adventurous way. Don't get me wrong, this still is a questionable rush game. I'm sure the bugs, awkward animations, and as you probably noticed by now, the downright horrific faces these characters make is the reason why this game isn't rated E for everybody. But I believe if one person only focuses on one sensory experience instead of the whole picture, my gut feeling tells me you're going to miss a lot in life. Alright, you win, Bakugan and Timmy. There is a lot more to Bakugan than just fights themselves. I'm glad I was able to live in the moment more thanks to this new mindset.
Well, it looks like my work here is done.
Bye. Hey Timmy, I got a gift for ya. Cupopolis, yeah. Aww. Well, I hope you cuddle around for the next episode of Eric Does Everything. Peace games. Well, until next time, stay normal, Motherfricka.